Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors in Winston, Chester. Glad you're on this Monday morning. Got a big show lined up, but first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Looking at a pretty decent day. The big thing is going to be a high of 86 and a low of 77. Again, not a lot of temperature variance, but the water temperature is hit 89 degrees. That's the big news in the weather this week. That's really warm. 89 degrees in the Gulf water temperature. The high today, like I said, will be only 86. The moon phase, every Monday we like to do the moon phase, and what we're doing with the moon now, tonight we're at a half moon, and we're on a waning stage of it, and we'll go all the way down to a week from today will be a new moon, okay? On the 21st will be the new moon. All right, the tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Again, today we're not very good tides, but they're really building up. I want you to look at the tides for the rest of this week. I mean, some super tides and really strong tides. Look at on Friday's tide, it's just dropping out really, really hard. So, but today's high tide is this morning at 318 and a low right after lunch at 118, and not a lot of movement. We've got some really good tides coming up though. All right, the marine forecast will be west-southwest at about 8. And the fish and game, let's go into our fish and game times of today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. It's 6:04 to 8:04. This morning and this evening from 6:30 to 8:30. All right, let's take a break and come back with our special guest. Okay, welcome back, and welcome back to our special guest, Ms. Becker Nelson. Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Listen, it's been exciting trying to just keep up with you, Becker. I know you have been extremely busy lately, so tell the folks what you've been up to.
I've been a little bit busy traveling mostly in the month of July. I've been to Indiana. I went to a work conference there, my first time being in Indiana, so that was really exciting. I'd never heard of it. It was actually Nashville, Indiana.
Nashville?
Right.
Sure
so
wasn't Tennessee?
No, it wasn't Tennessee. So Nashville, Indiana. And then I did some personal traveling out to California after that. And then I actually went to Key Largo for the lobster sports season.
When I heard, I was trying to track her down. I heard she was down in the Keys. I said, well, she's down there playing around. But you were actually down there, because of the lobster season, that's a big deal.
That's right.
And you were actually down there working.
I was down there working. I was helping the individual who has my job, but in the South region, I was helping her with some duties down there. So. Yeah. It was pretty busy those couple of days with the sports season, so we were out on the water long days.
That's become a very popular thing, even for folks up in this area, because a lot of them are going down and staying. And is it a 2-day season? What is it?
It's a 2-day season, kind of like, I guess, July 25th, 26th, the last couple days in July. Okay. And then the regular season, it just recently opened up August 6th. But the sports season is July 25th, 26th.
So I've always been curious when I heard they were doing that. Why do they do a two-day season ahead? I mean, they didn't open up a regular season. What's their thinking? I mean, reasoning? Do you know?
I don't know exactly,
but maybe because people sort of try to spread it out so they wouldn't concentrate, because a lot of people get there.
It's very popular. Yeah. So having those first initial days to get people down there.
Now, how deep are those lobsters usually?
They were pretty shallow. I mean, people were standing on their boats, like I was telling you, during the break about bully netting. You can stand on the boat, have your lights there at night, and then be able to just push a net down, not too deep, probably maybe 4 feet deep. Yeah. But different.
It sounds a little bit like scalloping and all. I mean, because you sort of out looking for them and searching for them and all.
It kind of reminded me of floundering, I guess, because you have the lights on your boat, and then you're kind of looking in the water down there for some lobster. That's interesting. All
right, get back up to this area, to the Panhandle. You're back at work now.
That's right.
Back up here at work. You've been working.
Right.
But let's mention the the scalloping is still indefinitely.
Still postponed.
Okay, and we're really and reasoning on it because the water cleared up some, but they found the toxin in the meat.
Absolutely.
And so we're going to err on the caution side.
Right. We've had staff out there a couple times a week, multiple times a week, testing the scallops, and at this point it's still postponed until it comes back as safe for human consumption. Yeah,
and I think everyone feels good, and I feel that's the way it should be and all. So we're good with that. Now we've got FWC year after year they'll have these workshops throughout the state, and they're very they've gotten better and better about getting public input.
That's right. It's really important to the commissioners to get public input from anybody, any stakeholder. So whether that's online or email or actually having these public workshops is very important to the commissioners.
Yeah, and they're good about spreading it around the state.
That's right.
I know I was mentioning the other day, a lot of times we do them in this area, somewhere around Carabel, Appalachian, some in Panama City or St. Joe, and then over in Destin, and then in Tallahassee. So
right.
they cover this area pretty well.
To give people the most opportunity to be able to get out to those workshops and voice their opinions.
And you actually get up there and get to talk about, you just give your opinion.
That's right. At the workshops, we'll have our staff who will give a presentation, kind of a background of the species, whichever the workshop is about, and then an opportunity for public comment as well.
Okay, with that being said, now this week we have one coming up that's a very important one. Tell us about it.
So we have a couple this week. On the 16th, we have one in Pensacola, and we have one on the 17th, which is Thursday, actually here in Panama City. And these are for Goliath grouper workshops.
Okay, and there's been a sort of a movement where a lot of people are catching more Goliath grouper, basically.
That's right.
And
so we're trying to get some input from stakeholders on potential limited harvest, or to keep it status quo as we have been. So to just get that input and be able to take that back to the commissioners at a later date.
And I'm going to try to make this one, because I'm going to be interested in what the the biologists say, and what I know they've got some kind of count and all. They pretty well have an idea. I want to hear what they say, because I have an opinion on it. I may or may not give it. I see a lot of times people give the same opinion you have, but I feel strong about it. If they do have it, Goliath grouper, fairly easy to catch. It's sort of like triple tail and black drum. They're fairly easy to catch, and if you can sort of hit them pretty hard, pretty fast. So I personally would be favorite of a sort of short season, or maybe even a tag or something where you have to tag them. But that's just my opinion. So and I can
and
express
you can come,
it.
yeah,
That's
you can
right.
come and voice your opinion.
That's just way to look at something like that, because I know one time these old timers, their pictures in my book of these big old Goliath groupers, they were aggravating them. They didn't really want to catch them. They pulled them on up anyway and just shoved them off the boat. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Becker Nelson, FWC Public Information Director. But first, before we get back, we're going to do some drawing on Friday's show. Guess what? It was a video of the whole show, and you did not get to have it in drawings, but I haven't forgot about you. I thought about you. We're going to draw on Monday. I'm going to call the folks up and tell them the drawing's going to be, if you win something, I'll tell them to be coming tonight to eat. So this is going to be for Sandhill Seafood for a seafood platter. And Becca's going to do the drawing. Just draw one name, Becca.
All right.
And the winner is Barb Key. Barb Key. Barb, that's her second win this year. Some people are just lucky.
Must be lucky.
All right, got you right there, Barb. Now, and we'll do some more drawings too on a Monday draw. We like, change things up. Instead of getting in a pattern, we get, a lot of times a big old bucket in a pattern and get taken out. So we like to change our pattern a little bit. So, all right, we got some other stuff coming up. What else is coming up?
We're kind of moving in, from the boating season, busy boating season, into hunting days. With that, we have September 23rd, National Hunting and Fishing Day, which is, a really cool thing that we're trying to push. Important to get people out, to pledge to get children out there, or individuals who don't hunt and fish or shoot, to do that, to take them hunting and fishing.
They can hunt, they can fish, they can shoot. They just want to. What their proposal is, they do this every year. We really haven't gotten in depth on it, because I've seen it all. It's been hard for me to get information on it, but we're going to dig into it, and we're going to try to find more about it. But the idea is, take a young person out there.
That's right.
And let them do it. There's all kinds of things. You can take them to shooting range.
That's right. You can take them to the Bay County shooting range. I always love to tell people to go out there, and I enjoy going on weekends when I can.
You do shoot, don't you?
I do. I enjoy it. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the Bay County shooting range, is the sporting clays course.
Yeah.
I get out there and I attempt to hit them, but
it's fun.
It is fun.
It really is.
Even if you miss, it's still fun going out there with the group. I recently went with 3 other females that work with the agency.
Yeah.
The 4 of us went out there and we shot the whole course. So.
You got it. Next time you do that, send me some pictures. I want to put them on.
I can do that.
Doing that. That's a great role model, going out as as women in outdoors and doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I have some pictures. I'll share them with you.
Okay, now. And there's other things that you can do too. You can actually, I'm sure, archery. You can let them shoot a bow or anything like that, or just and all kind of fishing. I tell you what's good and what's easy And a lot of folks have the farm ponds or ponds and stocked and everything. Just let them catch some brim and things like that. So if y'all have a pond or something and willing to let some people fish it for an hour or two, I'm sure it'll be a great idea.
That's a good way to get them started. Just a small pond like you're mentioning with a few species in there, just to get them to get intrigued about fishing.
Here on the coast, you can go down to the marina and you just take a little chum a little bit. You get even if they catch chophas, pinfish and all. Those kids get excited about that.
Definitely exciting.
Especially you put it on a cork, and let that cork move around. They get all pumped up. So anything like that. So that's on September the 23rd.
23rd, yep, September 23rd.
Okay. All right, now on the get back to FWC. Well, I know this, like I said, we're in a transition period. We're wrapping up summer fishing. We've got fall fishing coming up, and the red snapper. Everything. It's been a pretty healthy summer.
I think so, definitely. We still have the federal fishing for red snapper days, and that goes through September 4th. Yeah. Monday, September 4th.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm glad. It's hard for me to keep up these dates. I have to check them every time before I start talking about them because they seem to be flexible at times, but there's still some really nice snapper being caught. Are y'all getting to do much, you and your family, or anything? Have y'all had it all?
I actually haven't had any opportunities. I was going to ask you the same thing. I haven't been out there, haven't gotten to do any snapper fishing, but I've been staying busy, so I haven't seen it personally. But if you've gone out there, I mean, that's exciting.
Yeah, the trips we've been on, we've caught some nice snapper. Really have. I've seen some really, again with social media like it is, we really get to keep up with things.
Yep.
And it's really been nice and all. And the amberjack has been good. Now we'll get back to. I want to mention black drum. The black drum. I've talked about this all summer long, even up at a Deer Point, up by your office, by the Deer Point Dam. They've been catching stew out of them. And a lot of folks, if you eat your fish, that's good. But in fact, I think there's some folks getting in trouble now. But they're shooting them with bow and arrow, just leave them on the bridge and all that. And you don't want to do that. That's
Definitely
a waste.
Not. Right.
And whatever it's always been it's an unwritten rule of a great outdoorsman that whatever you take, you should consume. If you're not going to consume it, if you're not going to eat it or something, or you're not going to help a needy family, then don't take it.
Yep, definitely a conservation-minded approach.
And that's always been that way. I know you and your family have always felt that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've grown up that way, so.
Yeah, and see, that's been passed down from her dad and all, and I'm sure her dad would do the same thing, and we talk about it here. If you see someone doing that, they can call and Travis and I talk about this. Call the FWC.
We have our wildlife alert hotline for anybody who wants to make comments or call, and that's a pretty easy number. I'll give it to you right now. It's 888-404-3922. So if anybody has any concerns or...
Say that one more time.
It's 888-404-3922. That's our wildlife alert hotline.
And that is so important. In fact, I've been in a situation, I tell you what, I've called a couple of times, and it's a weird situation. This is like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was actually at Cape San Blas, and I was coming back. I was coming over here, driving over here to do a show. And actually, it was 3:30 in the morning, between 3 and 4. And I was driving.
Kind of early.
Yeah, it was very early. And I saw some suspicious activity at the stump hole, and I knew it was suspicious. And I called, and then we pretty well, I say we, y'all did, pretty well had it figured out what was going on. So I think later on they called them. But anyway, you see something suspicious, I'll let them know. And there's rewards too, right?
There are rewards.
I never did get my reward.
Well, we'll have to check on that.
If I got a reward or something like that, I'd pass it on to some kid, buy them a rod and reel or something. That's how something extra like that. But,
absolutely.
But the big thing, I think the big thing we see a lot of, and again, Travis and I talked about this, night hunting and things like that. If you hear a gunshot, they bust a lot of people now because citizens hear a gunshot at 11 o'clock at night and know that ain't normal.
That's right.
You're not going to target shoot at 11 o'clock at night. And so they get the call, and that's good. And again,
a lot of times, our officers might not hear about it either. So when we do have the public out there calling and having that information, it's important. They take it seriously and they'll respond to that. So that's definitely important.
Now you see people, when they just keep pulling in fish, and you don't see anybody releasing them. They keep going in the ice chest. After a while, it's going to be something ain't right about that.
That's
and you see a bunch of boats, gathered around. So and like you say, we only have so many officers.
That's right.
And you can only be around. And I know a lot of people know your dad's an officer.
He is.
How long has he been with the
He's been an investigator with the agency for probably 26 years.
26
maybe?
years.
Yeah.
26 years.
A long time.
That's cool. All right, we're going to take our final break. And we'll come back. Let's do another drawing. We'll do a drawing after this break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Becker Nelson, getting things ready and everything, and we are going to do a drawing. Becker, I was telling you about them because you didn't realize we gave away all this stuff, did you?
I didn't. That's awesome.
I was trying to get her to donate her Jeep, but she decided she might need to keep
Not
it.
this time. Maybe next time.
All right, so we're going to give away, this will be the Tarpon Dock Seafood. We have 2 winners, and one winner will get a $20 gift certificate. That'll be the first winner.
All right.
And that winner is Bill Yateman from Caryville, $20 gift certificate.
Nice.
I'll put them in order right here. And this will be a big red snapper. And the big red snapper winner will be Laura Bush from Dead Lakes. Laura, you're a lucky young lady. I've won several things. Okay, I do have a couple of pictures to show you. Speaking of red snapper and all, is that up there, Jeff? I want to read this one for you real quick, okay? It said, hey, Coach, Coach Chester, you drew my name for the big red snapper last Friday. My husband and I went to Tarpon Dock Seafood to claim the prize. The people there were so congenial, and they gave me a nice big snapper. We had it for supper for 2 nights.
Wow.
Okay, and it was a really good treat. We just want to say thank you to you as well as the folks at Tarpon Dock. And that's from D. Haney. We watch your program every morning and enjoy it. Thank you, D. Haney, and glad you enjoyed that. Okay, let's go we appreciate the feedback on that. Let's go from actually red snapper, let's go to some gator meat, because I know that's tasty too.
That's coming up.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So the first harvest period starts August 15th, so tomorrow. And then that'll be the first period, and then you have about 4 different harvest periods, and the last one is from about September 12th to November 1st.
Okay, the first one's already drawn out. I mean, we got drawings on that.
That's right. Actually, all of the tags are sold out. So the phase to put in to receive them was back in May and June,
okay.
in different times in those months. But those have been awarded, and then the harvest starts for the first day this week.
So everything's pretty well full then.
That's right. Completely sold out.
I missed it this year. Listen, we get a lot of folks coming in from out of state too, don't we?
We do.
They enjoy it.
I think so. It seems to be really fun. I've only tried it one time.
Have you been out yet?
Just observing once. I didn't pull a tag or anything, but I attempted to go out there once just to observe how it went. But it seems, really exciting. It's fun.
Yeah, we might need to cover some of those hunts and all. I know over the years they've got some really big hunts, and we actually got to talk to the world record holder. Actually came out of the state of Alabama 2 years ago, and a lady.
Wow.
A lady got over it. It was right at a 15-foot gator.
That sounds like a big gator.
We interviewed her, and she and her husband were doing it together, and it was an amazing story. But they had it mounted, and they would go from shows to show. And I saw her at the Southeast Outdoor Press Association meeting, and I think some of y'all remember that interview because she had it actually mounted, and we did an interview over the mountain. But that's fascinating, and it's an art to that.
I think so. I don't know if I would be able to do it. The thing I love most about it is going with people.
Yeah.
Just getting to be out there together and enjoy each other's time and company while being outdoors.
You're like me, getting out at nighttime, floundering and all, and in nature, and that's fun.
That's probably one of my favorite things to do, especially floundering at night. And that's what I was mentioning earlier when we were talking about bully netting. It just seemed fun to do that at night. So.
Yeah. Speaking of doing things that fun, you and I pretty soon. We're gonna get a chance. We're gonna talk Travis into going out, spending a day on the water with Travis and other officers.
Absolutely, you should come out there and cover it. I think that would be.
I'm gonna do that. I think that'll make a really good show. We want Travis to bust some of these people, some of these bad people. We want to and show that we're serious about it. We got anything else? And what else?
We got a lot. We got a lot coming on, kind of moving into the hunting season.
Okay.
So we got that. But like you said, I think that'll be cool to get out there, and if you come on the boat with Travis, they always take an educational approach, which I really like, to talk to folks and educate them if people are from out of town and they don't know All our officers are really good about that, which is good. I love
and
that.
I know, and a lot of people are very nice about it, but there's just some rude folks out there, and I know I've seen that kind of stuff happen. So the office is really good about handling that.
Absolutely.
Now let's go over to the Lives Group Workshop one more time before we close out. Let's tell us about it one more time.
It's going to be Thursday here in Panama City at FSU Panama City. It's going to be from 5 to 8.
It's not going to be a Gulf Coast. It's going to be FSU.
That's right.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
From 5 till 5 till 8.
It's actually going to be at the Bland Conference Center.
Yeah.
So if you're familiar with that.
Yes, I'm glad you told me that because I would have went straight to Gulf Coast as a creature of habit.
You would have missed the meeting.
I know. Where's everybody? Why not?
Bland Conference Center,
Okay.
5 to 8 on Thursday, August 17th.
And it's open. It's open to all of us, and we can go up there and give your opinion on how you feel about it. I know a lot of y'all have caught some recently, and you know they're getting out there.
That's the purpose of these workshops, is to get as much public input as we can and take that back to the commissioners.
Okay, we got that's all our information.
That's right.
We had a show full, didn't we?
We did.
Okay, well, coming up now. What do you got coming up for some fun outdoor stuff yourself? What do you want to do this fall and everything? What?
Anytime I can go shooting, I enjoy that.
Yeah.
That could be another show for you. If you go to the shooting range, maybe you can
Well, let me
get out there to the
seriously,
sporting clays course.
You got my number. Call
Yeah.
me and let me know when you and some of the girls are going to be out there. I'd love to come video
Absolutely.
y'all. Seriously.
I'll let you know. We're trying to start doing it more. Like I was telling you, we went with, about 4 of us went. So
Yeah.
if you want to come out there with us, and
That would be fun.
yeah,
That would be fun.
we'll do that.
My schedule is a little more flexible now since I've retired. I ain't got to go to school this morning. So, well, speaking of a lot of my teacher friends, I've already called some of them and asked them if they want to go fishing, and they hung up on me because
Really?
they're
Well, that's not very nice.
No, well, I knew why I was calling. All right, so we're about to wrap things up. As always, appreciate coming on. Now you're back at the grind down here now. Back
That's
to the
right.
grind.
I'm here, working from here for now. Not as much traveling anymore.
And you're gonna let us know just as soon if you hear something about scallop season. I know you let us know
Absolutely.
really quick.
I'll give you a
And-
call. We can put it out
And
there.
it'll be all over the news and everything, and it'll be some big news. So, do you
Definitely.
anticipate anything going on anytime soon, or you just don't know?
I'm just uncertain about it. I mean,
Yeah.
but anytime we get more information on it, we'll put a press release out. I know we've sent 2 out so far. The first one, letting know that it was postponed, and then kind of an update that the postponement is continued. So we'll do the same thing. We'll push that information out there, let folks know as soon as we can.
Sounds good, Becker. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate the viewership. You do something good today for a fellow man. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.